Alright, I think that's about as awake as I'm gonna get. Literally, like, 20 minutes ago, I was like, I'm feeling really sleepy. I've got really, really bad allergies. I have taken antihistamine and a Nurofen stop grip, which is ibuprofen and pseudoephedrine combined. And the pressure in my head is still so severe that I'm just, like, falling asleep constantly all day. So I laid down. I was just about to drift off to sleep, and it went, oh no, it's Wednesday. What time is it? Oh no, it's stream time. I gotta get out of bed. So I'm here. I am a mess, and I figure what better time to learn some assembly? So I guess that's what I'm doing. You will see me tugging at my left ear a lot, but doing that kind of compulsively because it helps. Like, my left ear's like totally blocked right now. I'm just a mess. So everyone be gentle and be kind, and be helpful. Like, don't like spoon feed me the answers out of a wiki or whatever. But if you see me struggling with something, people are welcome to try to help, especially if I ask for any help. So my ultimate goal, as has been my goal for decades now, is to learn how to program so I can make my own games. I tried to do this a lot when I was younger. I tried reading tutorials and books. I even took a class in high school. None of these were successful. There was something about it that I just couldn't grok. And I gave up for a while. And I've been making these escape rooms in Minecraft. And I'm using command blocks to make puzzles. And I'm slowly sort of starting to understand a little better. And I think that maybe I'm in a better, allergies and sleep deprivation aside, in a better headspace to maybe give us another go. So my plan is, I'm going to start with Human Resource Machine. Which has no sound options, fun fact. I have to balance the sound entirely in OBS, so do let me know if it's too loud. I have my speakers turned almost all the way down because it's really loud, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then I also have 7 billion humans, which is the same concept, but using a different programming language. So Human Resource Machine is basically assembly. And I don't remember... Hey, Bach Awful, and thank you, that's good to know. I don't remember what, I think maybe it's Lua or something like that in 7 billion humans. And then once I've finished that, maybe I'll move on to trying to program some very simple things like, I have a half-written bot for the channel that one of my patrons started writing for me. And he never finished, he didn't have time to finish it off. And I want to finish it because it was pretty close to the way done. And that's written in JavaScript, which is a very ugly programming language, but I'm going to have to learn it, I think. So... difference is between single and multi-threaded programming. Well, we shall see. I'm starting with this. I have started already. So first of all, I played this game back when it was a lot newer, and I played most of it, and I never finished because I got stuck on a level, and I couldn't figure it out, and I refused to look up the answer, which I think was foolish. If I'm trying to learn how this stuff works, looking up the answer sometimes is alright, because then you learn something new. So I decided to start replaying it, and as you can see, I've made it about halfway. The first levels are all extremely simple. I got them all double greened, all by myself. I haven't looked anything up. And now I'm getting to the point where double greens are not happening anymore. So these are optimization paths. So first of all, I want to get each level solved, and then I want to go back and learn how to do the optimization stuff. And if I have to look some stuff up for that, that's fine. I'll learn something from all those. So I'm not gonna start again from the beginning because it's all extremely simple. Time keeps ticking down. Let's get to work. I haven't done anything with my hair. Alright, I don't think my face is blocking anything now. It's just blocking my little dude, which you will see. Apparently there's an achievement if you ask them all to tell you more. So I started writing this and I didn't finish it, and this is not successful, and I don't remember what I was doing because it was like a week or two ago, and my head is full of bees right now. So for each number in the inbox, send that number to the outbox, followed by all numbers down to or up to 0. It's a countdown. So you can, yeah. It seems like it's pretty simple, and I think I just hadn't finished writing it. So if the number is positive, we need to keep subtracting 1 until we hit 0, and then go back to the start. And if it's negative, we need to keep adding 1 until we hit 0, and then go back to the start. So, we start by, hey Serenar, how you doing? Welcome. I'm a mess, just so you know. Every new person who arrives, if new people arrive, chat, feel free to let them know why I'm a mess today. I'm doing my best. So we grab the number. We put a copy of it here. And then we put it in the outbox. Actually, yes. Then if the number is negative, we need to, actually, no. That jump if negative needs to come. We can all be a mess together. This is a big mess party. This needs to come here, because once you put it in the outbox, you don't have it in your hand anymore. So, if the copy number is negative, you outbox it. Then you, is this, yeah. Reduce it by 1. Copy from there. And then if it's, do I need to put 0 in the box? Down to or up to 0. Okay. Interesting. So, what's going on? I'm gonna take that one out. I already... I'm gonna take all this out of here. I think I'm doing the same thing twice now. I'm truly, my head, like, my ears are sealed off. I'm so, Patience is appreciated, my friends. Okay. So yeah, we'll just do this. If it's negative, outbox. No, if it's negative, we want to be bump plus, not bump minus. Copy that. If it's 0, then we outbox and jump back to the start. If it's not 0, then we loop back to here, right? Am I logicking this correctly? I think it's an executive dysfunction issue, actually. That I just can't keep this many things in my head at once, even though they're right in front of my face. So I tend to lose track. So if it's not negative, then what we want to do is outbox, bump minus. If that's 0, then we jump back down here. We just outbox and then back to the start. If it's not 0, then we jump back here. I think I've got it. Did I miss anything? Well, we can just test it. There's no penalty for testing as many times as we need to. So we put the first one in the outbox. Subtract 1. Okay, so this is all working. It's going to keep subtracting 1 until it's 0. I think I may have got it. Unless I missed something, in which case we will fix it. So now it's 0. It's jumping down here. Outbox. Back to the start. Yes, now we got a negative number. Copy it there. Outbox. So since it's negative, it should be adding 1 to it. Yeah! So as long as the last line, when it hits 0, works properly, then we've got it. Can actually speed it up a little bit. I don't like making it go too fast. I like to still be able to watch what's happening. Oh, hold on a second. When it's bumping, stop. I don't think I need these. I don't need that. That was an unnecessary thing. I'm gonna send it faster this time. When it uses the bump thing, it also copies. I didn't realize that. Yay! Oh no! Nope. I missed what happens if it's 0. If it's 0, we just go straight here. I didn't think of that. Sorry, I'm pretty sure we got it now. You can go faster, little guy. You can do it. Yep. That did it. And it's not the most efficient thing, I'm sure, but at this point I don't care about efficiency, I just want to get the logic in there and get it completed. Yay! Promotion time! I did it! 10 or fewer commands. No, I did not. Oh, 83 steps. So there's something in there that I can do more efficiently, and that's fine. I'll come back and worry about efficiency later. Right now, we're just trying to understand, get it working. Exactly. Make it work, then make it pretty. Tell me more. Okay. Again, that's for an achievement. If you ask everyone to tell you more, you get an achievement. I shouldn't care, but it's an easy one to get. For each 2 things in the inbox, multiply them and outbox the result. Don't worry about negative numbers for now. We've got labels. Yeah. Which is good. So for each 2 things in okay, so we inbox. First thing we always do, inbox. I think these don't need to be here. Those are just examples. And we inbox. We don't have to copy 2. Oh, we have to do multiplication the long way. Okay. Let's put this in the hello box. Can't. Alright, you have to, like, literally draw with the mouse. So I'm just gonna put an X here. So this is the number we're multiplying. Okay. Actually, we'll do that first. So we add it to itself. Then we reduce this. Oh no, that's gonna also copy it. So if this is 0, we outbox. Otherwise, we copy from here and keep looping around to here until this reaches 0. And then we start over. Let's see if it works. So 4 times 5 means we need to add 5 to itself 4 times. So that should be 20 in total. And that's not going to happen. And also, I've done everything else wrong. Okay. Okay. So we need to remove 1 from this immediately. I'm getting better at understanding these things than I used to be, but it's not easy. And the thing is, there's a certain type of person who just gets it immediately, and never even really has to be taught. They just get it. And then when that type of person who's really good at it tries to explain it, they don't know how to explain it because they just get it. You know what I mean? Okay. So we're doing it 1 too many times. So if this is 0, I have to copy from here and then outbox that. So let's try again. So we need 4 times 4. Which is going to be 16. So that's the right number. That's 0, so now we take that, we outbox it, and then we loop. Yay! Oh no, wait. I forgot to account for that. So if this is 0, we need to do something different. We just need to take the number from the inbox, put it in the outbox, and then start over. So if the number is 1, 1 times this is this, we have to outbox that. Did you notice that it said don't worry about negative numbers for now? That means next time they're going to make me do it with negative numbers. To teach some program is hard. Yeah. You use this game? Oh, that's cool. One of the numbers is 0. The answer is just going to be 0, but it has to go through the whole process anyway. So you could probably skip a lot of steps by having it check whether one of the numbers is 0. And if it is, then they just output 0, move on. But I don't care about efficiency yet. I'm just trying to get it done. Uh-oh. We got ourselves an infinite loop. It said don't worry about negative numbers. Don't worry about negative numbers for now. Lies. If negative... Wait, if it's negative, then we have to do the whole thing differently. So, like, rewrite the whole program with add instead of... No. How does math work? There's this horrible thing that this game does, and that programmers do, where they say you don't actually have to understand math in order to program. It's like, lies. Lies. Yes, you do. You have to understand math on such a fundamental level. If this number is negative, we can't keep subtracting from it. We have to add to it instead. But the way I have this set up, that means I have to write the entire program twice, basically. Or at least most of it. You can't multiply, though, Saranar. There's no multiply function. There's only adding. Alright. If negative, we bump plus. I'm basically just going to copy... Again, this is very inefficient, I know. But, like... Hold up. Hold on. I'm making myself dizzy. I am not in a state. You're not dumb, that's the natural reaction. Just multiply it. This is assembly, so we don't have a multiplication function. We have to actually do out the multiplication. I feel like I need to throw this all in the trash and start over. It's such a mess that I'm now completely lost track of what I was doing. It's not going to show me all of these. It won't let me check. Theoretically, this has to work for all inputs. Why would they say don't worry about negative numbers for now, and then give me a negative number, though? Implement float mul by just using integer addition. I understand what most of those mean individually. I'm gonna... They give you three different ones you can work in. Okay. It's gonna be X. It's gonna be Y. I'm gonna throw all sense of efficiency out the window and just... If I can just make it work. Ignore any negative number. But they're giving me pairs of numbers. So which means there's going to be an even number of inputs. And they're going to be expecting an even number of outputs. I mean, is that what happened? Was there a negative number in there? I wasn't really paying that much attention. Or did I mess something else up? Let me... That's how I had it, yeah? Let me just do it over and just... Maybe I messed up with a 0 or something. Maybe there aren't any negative numbers. I'm gonna pay more attention now. There aren't any negative numbers. Hope I didn't mess anything up with what I just took out of there. There's no undo key either, so if you mess something up, you have to find what you messed up. Oh, I know what happened. This number was 0, and I don't have a contingency plan for it. This starts out being 0. That's what happened. Okay, okay. That's not as bad. That's not as bad. Okay. So, if the first number is 0... Here, I'll do it like this. If it's 0 or negative, then we just do that. This should work now. I've found the bug! Programming is hard. Wait, what happened? Right. Okay. I need a totally different thing. If this is 0... I really should be putting down the first one first. I'm just gonna hack this in. There we go. Faster! Faster, little man! There we go. Yes! Oh my goodness. I don't think I managed that. Oh, goodness gracious. That's fine. We did it. We did it. See, now there's these side paths which have more extra challenging ones. And I am intending to do all of them. So I am going to do the side paths. 15? Yeah, it's... You have to be efficient, which means you have to know a lot more about how programming works. Advanced employees only. I know! I've got chat to help me, it's okay. I know some of these are difficult, that's fine. Excuse me. I'm drinking bubbly water, so I'm a little... It's almost gone. Ooh. A magpie just flew by. Settled in the tree by my window. Hello. I wanted to feed magpies because I really like them. It turns out they eat mostly meat. And I don't want to be leaving meat out on my windowsill. Because there's a wasp nest like 2 meters on the side of the building from my window. Okay. For each thing in the outbox, send to the outbox the full Fibonacci sequence up to but not exceeding that value. Magpies eat whatever. I've put birdseed out, and I have a pair of collared doves that come and eat them, but the magpies are not interested. I could put nuts out. Got some nuts. Okay. So Fibonacci is the previous two things added together. So we'll put the target here. We'll call this target. We don't want to go over this. Means they have better food available. I mean, I'm in a city. There's food everywhere for the birds. The color doves don't need the bird seed either, but I think they realize this is a real easy spot that they can come by, and there's very often just a pile of seeds there, so. And they think they are nesting in one of the trees right here, so. Okay. How do I get a 1? You're not going to give me a 1? Alright. Copy the 0. No, hold on. I can skip a step by just bumping. No, because that will affect... Okay. No. What am I doing? Copy the 0. Copy that here. Bump that up to a 1. I guess I'm going to have to do that from scratch every time, right? And then, basically... Wouldn't have thought magpies eat eggs. I shot at the cat. Aw. My cat would be terrified of a magpie if it came anywhere near him. They're big. Big animals. They're very beautiful and they're very intelligent. I like them a lot. Okay. So... Lost track of my thoughts already. I had a plan, sort of. I had like this very vague notion of how this works, and then when I try to actually lay it out, my executive dysfunction just goes, there's too many steps, and then it runs under a rock, and it cries, and it hides for a while, and it's very unhelpful. Switching to still water now. No bubbles. Okay. So to check that the number is not higher than this... we subtract this. If it's a negative, that means it's over this number, and so we jump back to the beginning. Got shouted at by a magpie. The magpies here don't really bother people. But I mean, I'm in Prague. There's tons of magpies, there's tons of crows, there's tons of jays, there's tons of everything. There's tons of food everywhere, and there's tons of people everywhere. So the birds are not really... They're kind of used to us, you know? Okay. So if it's a negative number, then we've hit our limit and we go back. That part's easy. Now we need to get the Fibonacci part. I wish I could, like, see it get laid out here. So I'm always going to need a pair of the numbers. Copy this to here. Like, I need to, like, write it out on paper. You know what I mean? And I can't do that on the screen. It wouldn't be very entertaining for you folks watching. I have paper in front of me. If I can write it, like, whenever I've had to write little bits of programming, which I have managed to do, I always write it out on paper first, and then I enter it into the computer. Because if it's on paper, and I can see it in a more, sort of, a more visual form than just the text, then I can get it. So, maybe if I keep doing this, I'll set up, like, a second webcam so you can show you my paper. So the Fibonacci sequence, we have 1... and then 1. It always... And then we have, so we have x and y, 1 and 1. Then we have, I think we're gonna need three spaces for this, right? X, Y, Z. We have 2. Excuse me. Allergies are a killer. I think it must be ragweed. Ragweed must be coming out right about now. Because just in the last, like, few days, my allergies have gone completely insane. Like, I always have allergies, but, like, this is really, really bad. So that equals 2. Then we copy that there, that there. Then we check. And then we loop. So. Okay, so if it's not, how do I make this? How do I make this into a nice friendly loop? I need to make this a nice friendly loop. So I'm gonna put X, Y, and Z here. So it's never gonna be less than 1, right? The target number, we're always gonna have the 1 and the 1, no matter what inputs they give us. So for the first bit here, I already know this is 0. Copy 0 there, add 1. Outbox, outbox. I can do that. So the loop is gonna start somewhere else. After I've done that, oh, I have to copy it again because I won't have it in my hands anymore. Then copy from X. I feel like I'm going about this backwards somehow. That gives me 1, 1. This is harder than CS 100. I've never played that. It's making me do math without the option to just do math. That's why it's so hard. Jam, have you played this game? That's gonna give me 2. So now, at this point, I have the 1, 1, 2. Outbox. Outbox. No, wait. Then I need to check, because... No, I don't. Yeah, I do. So if the target number is 1, then we stop and we start over from scratch. If the target number is not 1, we have our 1, 1, 2 set up. We're going to take the 2, outbox it, then we're going to copy Y to X. We're going to copy Z to Y. I'm sure this is wildly inefficient, but I'm pretty sure it will work. Then we add x. And that'll give us the next number in the series. So this will be our 3, right? Then we need to... Oh, and then copy that to z. That will be our output number. Subtract the target number. If that's negative, we start over. If it's not negative, we take z, we outbox it, and then we start. And then we loop back to here. I'm sure this will have problems, but let's see if it works. You have finished the game on stream. Yeah, but Jem, did you actually finish it? Or did you look up the answers? Oh, hold up. No. I've got the math backwards. It's not if this minus this is 0, it's if this minus this is negative. Copy from here, subtract z, right? Okay. So 21. You solved all the programming puzzles. Got my double ones. Got my 1, 1, 2. Now we start checking. Still above 0, keep going. Copy that there, copy that there. Add them together. Subtract that. Above 0, keep going. So far, so good. The 21 and the 7 are the target numbers. So I need to give, it's not showing the whole, the task is output the entire Fibonacci sequence without going over this number. So for example, it's 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. We have a 7. When the 7 is the target number, we output 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, and then stop, because the 8 is higher than 7. So now it's checking against 21, so we're going to be going for quite a while here. So far, so good. No errors. That's 21. So the next one that it does will be over 21. So if I've done it correctly, it will abort and start over from scratch with 7 as the target number. I think I've done it. Now we gotta reset up our little Fibonacci sequence. I think I did it! I feel very intelligent. So Jem, you did all the bonus levels and everything, so you solved this on your own without help? My brain is mush too, Saranar. It's very, it's dizzying, but then when you get it right, it's so satisfying. You're like, yes, I understand the code. I can see into the matrix now. Ugh. I was there to watch you do it. I don't remember, Jam. I'm sorry. I'm not calling you a liar or anything. I just don't remember. So I should stop now, because that's negative. Yes! Whew. Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, I got the speed challenge. Check it out. Thank you, thank you. All right. I feel like I'm giving myself extra stress by doing these bonus ones, but I want to solve all of them eventually. How many hours of work can you fit in one day? Not enough. Oh my god, it really is my boss. Okay. Mod module. It's challenging to get a single solution to satisfy both constraints. Yes, it is made by the same people who made Little Inferno. And those geniuses, and they are geniuses, and yet somehow, in between Little Inferno and this game, they didn't think to add a volume slider or any sound options whatsoever to the game. Okay, so for each 2 things in the inbox, outbox, oh god. It's more math. It's more math. I have trouble with normal math. Outbox, the remainder that would result if you had divided the first by the second. I'm gonna need a quick break. Oh yeah, they made World of Goo as well. And then 7 Billion Humans is the newer one, which I will play when I manage to finish this one. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick potty break. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, I just realized I don't think I put my captions on. Let me do that. I forgot. Captions. Just be a moment. Start captions. Yes, they are working. The auto captions are not very good, but it's better than no captions. And I don't have someone who can sit here and type out everything I'm saying in real time. So we can't get accurate captions. This is the best that technology can offer us. Little dude's face right now accurately looks... Yeah, I look like that a lot of the time. Okay. What is dividing... Yeah, you don't actually have to divide. Oh, actually, this isn't... I shouldn't say these words. I feel like this isn't actually that hard. It's really dry. Hold on. Vaseline! Please. Protect my lips from the chappiness. There we go. Delicious. It's not delicious. It's just... Okay. Okay. For each 2 things in the outbox, I got my paper here. This is the back of a tax form that I didn't fill in. This is my... I printed out 2 just in case I made a mistake, because I usually do. And then I wound up not needing it. There's not a lot of space left on here. Oh, thanks for the follow. A Rose 00. It's like a... Is it like a James Bond sort of handle? 00 Rose. It's nice. It's a good name. You're most welcome. So we got X and Y. If we divide the first by the second, so X divided by Y. So, what we have to do... I had it in my mind for a beautiful moment. And then the bees that live in my head just shoved it out the ear that isn't blocked. Okay. When we divide something, Let's do some math. Let's do some second grade math. We divide, say, 20 by 4. What we're doing is we are subtracting 4 from it until we hit 0. Right? 5th grade? I don't know if this is 5th grade. Division? I guess long division was around 5th grade. 4th grade. I think long division was 4th grade. I remember learning divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Which I will never forget, even though I haven't actually had to do that in a long time. So, okay, let's say we've got... I'm sorry you can't see me working this out on paper. I have to work it out on paper. I'm too visual. Let's say we have 21 divided by 4. Right? The remainder of that is going to be 1, and that's what we need to outbox. So, we subtract 4 from 20... From 21, we get 17. 17 is bigger than 4. To check that, we say 17 minus 4, negative. If it's negative, we've gone too far. And we go to our answer. So if it's not negative, we subtract 4 again, loop it around. That gives us 13, still above 4. 9, still above 4. 5, still above 4. 1, still above 4. No, 1 is below 4. So that's our remainder. It's not actually that complicated. I just have to keep it in my stupid head. So, x, y. X, we're doing x divided by y. And again, I'm not worried about efficiency right now. What we have to do is we have to make sure we've always got a copy of... So we'll have z. And that's our current number. Right? So we start with that. That's how you name your rivals. If we're doing math, that's my instinct is XYZ. My beautiful mouse handwriting. So how come the X is so much thicker than the Y and the Z? You notice that? Interesting. Okay. So we have to check X, Y. And the result is going to be Z. So first we have to check if Z, which is the same as X to start with, minus Y is negative. If it is, we take Z and we outbox that and we start over. Right? If it's not negative, then we take Z, subtract Y, copy the result back to Z. Right? And then we I don't have to copy it again, right? It'll keep it. Then we check if it's negative. Will this work? Did I do it? It seems too simple. So 5 divided by 2, the remainder is going to be 1. Oh, no, hold on. It's looping a little too much. I got an infinite loop. If it's not negative, subtract this, put it in Z, and then we have to check it. If only you could always laugh at your non-working code. Hey, what have I done here? Oh. I put it there, okay. So we take our changing number here. I don't actually need X to stay there, do I? I don't need this Z. I can just use X the whole time. X isn't we don't need you anymore. Yeah. Okay. So if it's not negative, we take Z, we subtract Y from it, copy that back to Z. If it's negative, we grab it and outbox it. I think I got it. Do a larger X over the X. There's definitely extra steps in there that weren't necessary, but that's fine. Oh, hold up, hold up. Nope, nope. If it's 0, I also have to account for that. If it's 0, we just outbox the 0 and go. Right? Okay. There were definitely extra steps there that were not needed. Ah, what happened? I wasn't paying attention. Shoot. I donked it up. So, can go back a step and see what... Yeah, probably. I didn't think of that, did I? My allergies are very bad, Jam. I don't know if you noticed. Hey, Uther Tool. Are these games or are they programs? This is a game about programs, and I'm trying to train my brain. I'm gonna have to run it again. I wasn't paying attention. I made a mistake. Okay, 7 divided by 3. What is the remainder of 7 divided by 3? It's gonna be 1, right? And I know there's extra steps in there if you've just joined me. Oh. Yeah. I see where the issue is. I kind of want to start over. I made such a huge mess of this. What do the green arrows do? They go step by step. Yeah, they allow you to move one step at a time. I'm gonna start over. Okay, we got our x and y. We need to know what the remainder of x divided by y is. You can move back step when it... There is no dividing. Uther Tool. There is no dividing. You have to do division manually by subtracting repeatedly. These are all the commands you have. Add, subtract, that's it. Yeah, I can... But I made such a scrambled mess of this. Like, there's so much nonsense here. Like, I don't just need to fix one problem. I would honestly rather just start over, because I realized what a mess I made of it. Yeah, that's why this is so hard. That at the very start of the game, it's like, you don't need to be any good at math. And then they proceed to force you to break down math into its tiniest components, and it is very brain-hurty. Especially when you've got the terrible allergies. And you forgot that you were going to stream, and you weren't prepared in your brain. Okay, we got X, we got Y. So if y minus x is negative or 0, then we just outbox x and then start over, because that's the remainder. So if we have 3 divided by 5, 5 minus 3 is negative, or 3 divided by 3, 0. Then we just take that 3, that's the remainder, and we outbox it. Right? Oh, wait, no. If it's 0, then we outbox the 0. That's what it is. Okay. Disassemble fundamental algebra into temporal logic. Exactly. Okay, so we've got this basic thing here. Then we need to start doing the math. So if it's not negative or 0, then it means we can still keep going. So we take x, subtract y. Okay. And then we copy that to here. Then we'll grab y, subtract x, and this should work? I need to see it happen. Take our 6. We need 6 divided by 4. The remainder is going to be 2. No. No, I did that bad. I subtracted the wrong way, right? Yeah, I subtracted the wrong way. I did it right here. No. This is it, yeah? We'll find out. I definitely feel better about this than I would have about trying to fix what I did before, though. 7 minus 4 is positive. Why did it copy it twice? Remainder is 3. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how efficient it is or how many steps I've repeated that I didn't need to. All that matters is that I get the right answer. It's doing it twice every time. Four divided by 6. Remainder is 4. Yes. And 0 divided by 2. Yeah, it'll just take the 0, right? Clearly, I did every step multiple times that didn't need to be done, but it doesn't matter. It works. It works! Yes! Done it. Whew. Oh, God. It looks like such a short game when you first start out, because the first few levels are so easy. It's not. Okay. Remember last time when I told you you didn't need to divide? Oh, come on. Now you get to. It's alright. They have done this in small enough steps that I do now have a grasp of what that means. For each 2 things in the inbox, how many times does the second fit fully into the first? Don't worry about negative numbers, divide by 0 or remainders. Might be a good time to practice copying and pasting from a previous assignment. I don't think I need to. It wasn't that long. Okay. X, Y. So we just need to keep track of how many loops. So if x minus y is negative, we're going to have to start out by taking this 0 and giving us an extra 0. Because you can't create a 0. So if I mess up this 0, I got to keep that 0 there. So we make a copy of the 0. If it's negative, you take that number, you outbox it, and you start over. You mess up that 0, everything falls apart. Apocalypse, it's bad. It's really bad. So it's negative or 0, right? So if it's like 3 divided by 3, no, because that's 1. If it's not negative, first we bump that up. Then we take x, we subtract y. I already had that. Is that it? I gotta use real numbers. I can't do it in the abstract. So first of all, we take our 0 and we drop it here. We start with 0. We take our x and our y. Okay? We check x minus y. If x minus y is negative, then we're done. We copy this number, we outbox it. If it's not negative, we're not done. So we take... This is where I was repeating this before. I take that, put it back here. I bump this up to a 1. Then, we take x minus y again. Yeah? So 6 divided by 4 is going to be 1. That's negative. So we grab our 1. We outbox it. Yes. Correct. Correct. Yes. Never have I doubted myself so much. This is going to be a 2. Bonk. I love that he kicks it to bump it up. Now we're going to have a negative number, so the answer is 2. Yay! I did it. I think. I'm pretty sure I did it. I'm going to speed it up. That felt easier than the last one. Yay! I got the size challenge. I was efficient for once. And the speed challenge. Wow. I think I might be a genius. I might be a programming genius. Someone alert the big tech companies. Programming genius coming through. We rank all our employees. Okay. For each 3 things in the inbox. Why you make me do this game? This is cruel. They gave me the start. Thanks, it was kind of you. I feel like I have an abstract grasp of what needs to be done here. I just don't want to. I'm going to have to work it out on paper again with some examples. I need real numbers. I cannot do it in the abstract. So let's say, all right, the first ones they give us are 8, 4, 1. It's our X, Y, and Z. We need to check which one is the smallest. How does that work? How do we know, friends? How do we know when we look at three numbers which one is the smallest? Our brains just do it for us. We just go, yeah, that one's bigger. But a computer doesn't have a brain. And so we have to write out the instructions in assembly. I don't like this one. I like the last. Can I do the last one again? Let's do the last one again. That one was better. It's obviously going to involve, like, subtraction, right? Subtraction for sure. It's gonna be the keeping track of what's what that's gonna trip me up. Like I know there's already been one where you output the larger of two numbers. That's easy. But when you add a third number, you complicate things tremendously. Send all three of them to the outbox. From smallest to largest. Ugh. Yeah, this one's mean. I'm never gonna need to know how to do this to make an actual program. I'm never gonna write a game in assembly. I think I can say with some confidence. This is never going to be necessary for me to be able to do. I've done this before, too. I did get past this point in the game when I played it last time, but it was years ago. Yeah, there's never going to be a need for that. There are people who still write things in assembly. And good for them. I'm very impressed and they had my full respect. But it's not necessary. Pretty much ever these days. Like I can 8 minus 4, taking the first three numbers there, is a positive number, so I know 8 is bigger than 4. And I can 8 minus 1 and know that 8 is bigger than 1. But, like, where am I keeping all this on this grid? What am I keeping in the grid? Or, like, if I check 4, 4 minus 8 is negative. But 4 minus 1 is positive. I don't know how to tell the computer how to do this without it being like 300 lines long. Yeah, I know that, Jan, but like, how do I sort them? Like, I can tell it. That's for comments, Saranar. Just to leave comments in the code. There's not more commands hidden under there or anything. Like, I can tell it if X is bigger than Y. Then Y is smaller. Output Y, and then X. But if X is bigger than Y, okay. If X is bigger than Z, okay. Like, can I get him to... Yeah. I can get him to put them on there. I know this obviously is possible to do this. So we've got this. It won't let me edit in this mode, though. So that's useless to me. I wish my left ear wasn't blocked up right now. It wouldn't make this any easier, but it would make it less painful. Like, I don't have and or functions here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have if x minus y is negative and x minus z is negative, then put x here. If I had that, this would be no problem. How do you write an AND function from scratch? Is basically what this comes down to. And I don't have a 0. So I can't just keep track of 1s and 0s for things either. Jam, if you've got a suggestion, if anyone has a suggestion at this point to nudge me in the right direction, fully open to suggestions. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take an entire notebook and fill it full of examples. This paper's kind of full, actually. Grab another paper. Another tax form that I didn't use. I had to pay to print this tax form out. I don't work in the office anymore. So my boss is an anti-vaxxer. I have to go to a meeting tomorrow morning to discuss how I can continue working from home, since I don't want to be in an office with an anti-vaxxer. My boss wants to give me a pay cut, since he thinks the company will lose something if I'm not there in person. You need to sort a 3-position vector. Again, I know what all of those words mean in the English language individually. I do not know how to program. Compare the first number pair. Do the same with the second number pair. Right, but how do I record what the result was? Subtract and jump if negative. Right, but I have to compare that twice. Like, x minus y if that's negative, then that means x is smaller than y. But that I could subtract z. If that's negative, then x is the smallest number. And I can put it here. But this is going to get obscenely long if I keep doing it like that. Is that the only way to do it? Because I'm going to have to do that twice for every single one of these. So if it's not negative, can subtract this one. And if that's negative, then that's the middle number. And I can copy it there. But, like, I have to do this for every single one of these. And then if none of these is negative, that means it's the biggest number. And I copy it there. Smallest, middle, biggest. I made a giant circle. This is going to be so long. I can't think of any other way to do it, and it makes me want to cry. I'm going to need labels for this. Check X. So I have to write all of this out for all three of these numbers. And I don't even know if it's gonna work. You can absolutely offer a different way. This is gonna take me like 2 hours just to write it out. And it's the only way I can see to do it. So if you know a better way, please, by all means, I'm so grateful to have someone who knows how to do programming here. If X is greater than Y, I assume by revert you mean start over. I don't know what you mean by revert, actually. I'm gonna open a second program here. Reverse. Swap X and Y. I can only hold one number at a time. So if X I should do it the other way. So if Y minus X is negative. This game is stressing me out. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for your help. I figure if I can do this, then it's got to be possible for me to learn, like, I don't know, JavaScript or whatever, right? So if that's negative, copy X here. Copy Y to X. And then copy temp to Y, is what you're saying. And that means... God, I need actual numbers. If they just put actual numbers there, I would be fine. I can't keep track of what the letters are. If y minus x is negative, it means x is bigger. So we move that here. So the smaller number is first. You put x into temp, move y into x, move temp into... That's basically what I just did, right? Yeah. I'm not sure if this is going to work, though, because that takes care of these two. And then I can do the same for these two. But what if... The room is swaying slightly in the game. I don't like it. I need this to be still right now. Please stop swaying in space. I know it's like a fun visual effect or whatever, but there are no options in this game. You can't disable any effects or any sounds or anything. There's like a sound button here, and I clicked it, and it did nothing. So, like, okay, let's say we have 842. Then that means this will swap the 4 and the 8. So then we have 482. And then I can check these two, and it'll swap them again, so we have 428, but that's still wrong. So then we have to check these two again. I don't think this is going to be any shorter than what I was doing. I guess it maybe has fewer steps. You check the first two. Yeah, I don't think this is actually any shorter. So if they're already in the right order, then we'll go straight to the next part. Ugh, okay. I guess it's cleaner, at least. There's fewer jumps. And then I have to check the first two. Again. How does the copy... Oh, I can only copy the whole program. I can't copy bits of it. Oh, that's handy. Thanks a lot, game. This game is so much worse than actual programming. Am I doing it right? Stop me if I'm making it worse. X outbox. Y outbox. Z outbox. Start over. Oh my god. Least elegant programming tool in history. Alright. Time to find out if I did it right. That's working properly at least. think I did it right. Smallest to largest. It appears to work. There's negative numbers here. Didn't it say not to worry about negative numbers? I swear it said not to worry about negative numbers. Was that just the previous one and not this one? I'm assuming this is not going to work. Wait, does this still work? How does that still work? Was that just luck? You have learned bubble sort, but you just want to know the difference. Yeah, but we have jump if negative. So if you have two negative numbers and you subtract them from each other, difference between the numbers doesn't change. I'm confused. I need to write this down on paper. I believe you, but I need to get this in my head. Say we have -8, -4, and -2. If we check that, -4 minus -8 will be a positive number. Okay, so I guess the further negative does work. I can't grok how that works, though. I can only make it work in my head with actual numbers, so I can't... Difference between 8 and 4. This is such math. This game lied to me so hard. This is so much math. Difference between 8 and 4, and the difference between -4 and -8 is still 4. Yes. Maybe I don't understand how subtraction works. It worked. I'm gonna leave. That was the last of the extra challenging one. Let's do something that's maybe less painful on my brain. I don't care. Shut up. Oh my god, that was so much. Okay. The inbox is filled with 0 terminated string. What's that? Ask me. Do I have to pay attention? String is a list of values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. How do we know when one string ends and another string begins? Mark the end of a string with something special, like 0. Here are 2 0 terminated strings. 1, 2, 3, 0, 9, 8, 0. Okay, so 0 equals string. Yeah, okay. Okay. This is simple enough. 0 can't be in the string. Yeah, obviously. Okay. I can get my head around. That's simple enough. Inbox is filled with 0 terminated strings. Add together all the numbers in each string. When you reach the end of a string, put your sum in the outbox. That sounds really... I'm coming from the extra challenging ones. Oh, hold up. We're just adding them together. Okay. If it's not a 0, we add it. Copy it back. And repeat. Is that it? This feels too simple after... after the extra challenging ones. Maybe I should save the extra challenging ones for the end of the game. Oh, hold up, hold up. If this one is 0, we outbox it immediately. No, we don't. If this one is 0, we go right back into the inbox. We never output a 0, right? No? Oh, no. 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 That was the thing that I added that messed it up, but... we get the number from the inbox. We put it there. Unless it's a 0. If it's a 0, we go right back into the inbox. If it's not a 0, we'll put the number there. Grab the next one. If that's a 0, we grab that and outbox it. And if it's not, we add it to... What was wrong? I gotta watch it again. I gotta actually pay attention. Add that. Next one's a 0, so we grab this and we output it. Grab the next one. That's not a 0, so we drop it there. Grab the next one. Not a 0. Add it. Grab the next one. Not a 0. Add it. Put it back down. Next one's a 0. Grab that. Output it. Next one's a 0. So we should jump right back. That's a 0. Jump right back. 6. What was wrong? I feel like this is working fine. Yeah, that worked fine. What do you mean management expected 0? Why does management expect 0? Oh, because we're adding... Okay. So if there's nothing in the string, then the sum is 0. Actually, I don't even need the copy from. I can just dump it straight in the outbox. Okay. No, Jen, that wasn't it. It was that I missed that if it's an empty string, you have to put a 0 in there. Okay, that was way easier. I like that a lot more. The littlest number. Reduce our carbon footprint. Management is requesting the smallest numbers only. It's a public relations exercise. Results are going straight to the landfill. For each 0 terminated string, hold up. Send the outbox only the smallest number in that string. Okay. You will never be given an empty string. I appreciate that. So I don't have to account for if it's a 0. It's not going to be a 0. Copy that there. Get the next one. I have to check if it is bigger or smaller. So subtract that. So if y If it's negative, that means the first number is bigger. So actually, I have to make a copy of it first. Otherwise, I go to the next one. Wait. Yeah. So if this one is a 0, the first one will never be a 0. If this one is a 0, I grab whatever this is, and I'll box it and start over. Yes? Did I maths and logic it right? 5. 5 is smaller than 12. Right, hold up. I feel like I missed a step. No, maybe not. We got our 7. We got 14. 7 is smaller than 14. So we're good. We got our 1. 1 is smaller than 7. So we put the 1 here. That's the smallest number. Whoa. We missed a jump. Yeah. Try again. This game is stressful. Okay. 2 is smaller than 7. This will be negative. Move the 2 over here. Grab the next number. It's a 0. So we're going to grab this, output it. Start over. Yes. Yes! I'm out of water. Alright, you all enjoy this little man doing his job. I gotta run and take another pee break because I've been drinking too much water. I'll be right back. Yay! We did it! Really inefficiently, apparently. I don't know how it could be more efficient to that, but I don't care. We did it. We're gonna get to this coffee break, and then I'm gonna be done for today. So we got one more. Cumulative countdown. Purpose of this assignment? Think about calculating the volume beneath staircases. Alright. For each thing in the inbox, outbox the sum of itself plus all numbers down to 0. Okay. Thank you, Vidul. These ones are a lot easier than that other one. That other one was mental. Okay. I'm gonna need like two copies of the number, right? Sum and count. Right? No. Maybe. I need to do out an actual example with actual numbers on paper again. So if I got, well, the first one is 3. To get the 2, I need to bump it down. Maybe I don't need this. I got it. I'm gonna need two cells. Because I need like a memory thing. Because I can only hold one number at a time. So actually, I do need a sum. We'll just stick X over here. So if the number is 0, we just outbox it. Start over. If it's not 0, put it here. Reduce this by 1. So if we get 3, we get 3. Put the 3 here. Make this a 2. That will automatically keep a copy of the 2. Add a 3. If this is 0, then we're done. If it's not 0, we add this together. Wait, then we just jump, right? Put that there. Is that it? I feel like this is too simple. Correct. That's 0, so now we... We gotta grab the number first. Wait, I put that in the wrong place. We don't need to copy it if it's 0. We just outbox it. It's not 0. Not 0, so add. Not 0, so add. Some there. Not 0. 0. Grab this. Output. Yes. Will it work properly when a 0 comes? It should, right? You can go a little faster, little guy. Yep. I think I did it. I think I did it. Nice easy one to end off with. I should wait until it finishes before I say that. Out of water. I should have grabbed some when I got up. That's alright, I'm almost done. Permanently thirsty. Whew. I am in awe of anyone who can do this without writing it on paper with actual numbers. That is bonkers to me. I did it! Yeah! Oh, look at that! I used... Yay! Haven't seen played enough to not get confused to have little dude operate sometimes. Whew. Thank you so much, folks. We're going to watch a little cutscene, and then I'm going to be done for today because my brains are melting out of my head. You get confused when you're copying anyway. Yeah, the interface is weird. And it makes it way harder, I think, than it needs to be. But it's also what makes it interactive and cute. So that the average person would actually be interested in playing it. Rather than sitting down with a, a text editor and just writing out code. Hello there. Not ominous at all. Time did fly, yeah. If you don't have a copy of the game, Uther Duel, you might enjoy it. You may find it as sort of an interesting twist on actual programming. Or you may find it really way too easy and boring. Pretty basic assembly language. Which I will never need. There was an eyeball outside. I did see... Oh, there's lots of eyes. Not ominous at all. Everything is fine. Go about your work, employees. Alright. That's it. So I've just got the green section left to go. Which I'm not doing today. Finished blue. The yellow, orange, kind of hard to tell. I've got flux turned on my computer, so it's actually kind of tough to distinguish. This is going to be the hardest section. And I think... Which was the one I got stuck on? I think the one I got stuck on was one of these, actually. And I never finished the game. Yeah, I know you don't usually write this. Like, actually writing code is not like this. The only actual code that I have real experience writing is command blocks in Minecraft. And I'm starting to play with data packs in Minecraft, which is a little bit closer to actual programming. Which is obviously, it's not a full programming language, but it also kind of is, but like with an extra layer of difficulty because you can only put one command per block, and then you have to have a string of blocks that can only go one direction, and like... It's actually really difficult to work with. It's not that far off from this, actually. So this is actually really helpful, I suppose, for getting the basics. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we've got a cutscene, and I'm done for the day. I can't anymore today. Thank you all so much for helping. I would have got real frustrated if I had been trying to do this on my own, so I think streaming this is a really good idea. So the plan for Wednesdays for now is that kind of... idle farming game I was playing was not very interesting to watch, I think, and nobody was going to watch that. Seems like a few people came to hang out with the programming, so they're more like logic gates. I wouldn't know. I don't know any of the terminology. Command blocks are... I don't really know fully what a logic gate is, to be fair. Basically, you can do like an if-then on each one. But that's it. There's no and, there's no or, there's no looping. There's just one line per block. You can either execute a command or say execute a command if a certain thing is met, or execute a command unless a certain thing is met. And those are the only things you have. So you have these really, really long chains of blocks to deal with very simple problems that you need to solve. If you play Minecraft, you can... or if you have Minecraft, even if you don't actively play it. I have my first escape room is out, and there's a little bit of command blocks in that. I'm working on my second escape room, although it's kind of taken a backseat to the Vintage Story series that I'm trying to get finished. Oh, you may have been thinking, yeah, Redstone is much more... Yeah. I can't do Redstone. Because Redstone also has an added layer of difficulty, where it's not just... understanding how the little pieces work, it's understanding how to thread the redstone through, because there's rules like redstone can't go up, it can only go down, and like there's crazy extra rules about... It's really hard to get a redstone thing into a small space. So yeah, redstone, you can build logic gates in redstone using multiple pieces. I don't understand how they work, but there's all kinds of people have put out... I've never tried computer craft. I haven't really been into modded for a while. I've just been playing vanilla and playing with the command blocks and making my escape rooms. So the first escape room map has some command blocks in it, which if you download the map, which I wouldn't mind if you did, maybe you can play it, maybe you'll enjoy it. It's pretty simple. I was trying to kind of figure out how all the basics worked for that map, so it's very sort of simplistic. But you can go behind the scenes and look at the command blocks and see how they work. The one I'm making now has way more command blocks, and it's way more complex and big and sprawling, and I don't know when it will be done. The command blocks are basically written now, and I just need to write out all the clues for the puzzles and the lore and the text, and then finish building and decorating the map. So it's still a ways to go. But I have come to realize that I've been doing command blocks in a really inefficient way, and that there's better ways to do it. I've just been doing it the only way I knew how. So I'm learning, I guess, is what it comes down to. Music Machine and No Man's Sky. I've never played No Man's Sky, but good luck. I've heard some people really enjoy that game. It seems like it's got its uses. Program an Atari 2600. Yeah, I've seen people program entire video games out of Redstone. Make entire small computers out of it. So, yeah, check out my escape room. The first one, it was well received. I think it was more interesting than what most people have built, but I wasn't really that satisfied with it. It was a learning experience for me. The second one is going to be, I think, a lot better, but I just don't know when it's going to be done because I have too many projects, and capitalism just makes that very difficult. So, all right, I'm going to end the stream. You guys are all in my Discord. In case there's anybody watching who's not on my Discord, there's all my links. There's all my stuff. Check them out. Thank you so much for your help, folks. Genuinely. I'm going to plan to keep doing this on Wednesdays, so I'll play through the rest of this game, however long that takes. Probably a couple more weeks, I'm guessing. Then I will switch to 7 Billion Humans, which is the sequel, and we'll try that one. And then once I've done that, the plan is that I'll switch to actual programming, and hopefully by then I'll be more prepared for it than I was the last time I tried to learn. So, wish me luck. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you later. Maybe hopefully stream on Saturday outward with Crunk as long as things go well. Okay, that's it. Bye.